fresh faces all the time, and anybody can win.
And check
$1 million cash game.
You checked it?
Well over $1 million in this table.
check call the whole way.
How about 9s for Alan Cunningham?
Like a
Call from Andy Block. It's hard to be calling with these small pocket pairs when you've only got 25,000 in front of you, especially with 6 people behind you. One of them could wake up with queens like Chris Ferguson.
That's right. And then the river you can't raise.
Right.
Comes one card in the end that you can't raise.
9 cents.
That's what the bunny would.
And look at this. There's $2,000 raise from Cunningham, a $2,000 call from Block. And Chris Ferguson says, enough with that. I'm going to send my girls after you. And he makes it 9,000. That's a 7,000 more to Alan.
5, 6, all in before the flop. That's pretty sick.
They're the hands as they stand right now. Chris sitting on queens, Andy Block with 5s, and Alan Cunningham with 9s. It's 7,000 more to Alan. If the flop comes out 9 high, Cunningham might be able to win a big pot from Ferguson. That's probably what he's thinking.
I made it 4,000.
Andy Block, I just don't think he has enough chips to make this call. Alan's also got to be thinking he might be get put in the middle here. If Andy Block's got like a big ace or something, he might decide, I want to see 5 cards. Once Alan's called to 7,000, Andy could actually move all in and put him in the middle, but that's probably not going to happen considering it's only 5s in front of Andy.
All he needs was a little gamble.
And what did you have, 7?
I had aces.
Now at this point, the pot is 21,000, 7,000 to call, but Andy Block only has about 20,000 left.
Oh, welcome!
I just don't think he can make this call, and he doesn't. He throws it away.
Just waiting for you.
The man went to MIT. He knows that. And we see this heads up here. Well, not a great flop for either hand. All diamonds out there. Ferguson does not have a diamond.
Alan Cunningham does, yeah.
And I think if you're Ferguson, you've got to put one bet out there. You can't let a diamond come off and lose your hand this way.
I could not turn Bangor.
About 16, 17,000.
That should get it done. Well, he's checked it. That's a very, very dangerous play with the queens.
I love it. That's my favorite.
Obviously trying to keep the pot small. He knows his queens are very vulnerable here.
Alan trying to go through his head the kind of hands that Chris might have. He checks.
I think Alan might specifically put him on jacks or queens.
What kind of rating did you
I could beat 2,500 players.
Well, in order to give the free card, Chris really should have jacks or queens with a diamond in his hand.
Exactly.
As it happens, it's turned out okay for him. The river card changes nothing.
Yeah, Chris Ferguson dodged 2 bullets there. Alan Cunningham had 11 outs 2 times, and didn't get lucky enough to hit it either way, and this is probably going to go check. Oh, wait a second. Now Chris Ferguson's going to put out a little value bet.
Well, yeah, he's pretty certain his queens are good now. Alan's got to decide what he thinks Chris has got. The only hand he can possibly beat is ace-queen. And I don't think he thinks that Chris Ferguson's going to be re-raising him in this spot with that hand. Good pass by Alan. I think he read that one just right. It's almost as if he knew exactly where he was. Strange check on the flop and the turn by Chris Ferguson. Didn't end up costing him the pot, which it could have. And after 221 hands, Tony T still in command. He's up $263,000. Phil Ivey still struggling. He is down $264,000. But look at Alan Cunningham. He is now up $11,000. Chris Ferguson up $30,000. A lot more to come. $1 million cash game. Black call from Phil. Also a call from Brian Townsend. Howard Lederer on the button.
You can have an option to game,
Also call from Alan Cunningham with 8 deuce. I think that's the loosest call we've seen him make all day.
The call is growing a lot. It's some really crappy stuff, but it's growing a lot.
Check.
4 players to the flop. Ace 9 4.
All the top protocols.
Phil Ivey getting creative with his 7-3 call pre-flop, and Brian Townsend with Queen 10.
It's hard to make it good.
Amazingly enough, this deuce of hearts actually in front.
1002.
Pull soft
You better
bill,
keep
just
some of
so
that
you-
stuff.
Yeah,
Last thing you want is a caller right now.
just all the tables heads up.
4000.
That's even worse.
It comes to tables, and you have to.
A re-raise with absolutely nothing from Phil Ivey.
I mean, to deal with poker, you just gotta shuffle it down.
Not what you want to see when you've only got the deuce of hearts in your hand.
Easier than figuring out the physics of a pool table.
Yeah, that's what we work like, get professors to figure out the physics. Then the lobby updates are so frequent because games are finishing and there's so much faster. It's really hard to do.
You can see the wheels turning. And look at this.
Multi-table tournament.
Good call from Alan. Amazing instincts. He calls it the deuce of hearts.
It would take a lot of processing.
Oh, his hand's just been counterfeited. Yes, the deuce does not play. These players will chop it up
It's really hard.
if, and only if, they both call. I imagine somebody's going to bet here. And look at that.
4000.
Wow, incredible play from both of these players.
This
Oh, this is poker. This is poker at its finest. How can you not enjoy this? Two of the sharpest minds in poker today, battling it out.